Hello everyone, I am Mr. Ashish Chaudhary, Assistant Professor of Mechanical Engineering Department of Vidyaparshar Commander's Maharshi Parshuram College of Engineering, Venesar. Today, in the Fluid Mechanics lecture series, we are going to study a new chapter as a kinematics of the fluid flow. Okay, so new chapter as kinematics of fluid flow. So first we will see what is the kinematics. So kinematics, it is the branch of science which deals with study of fluid in motion without considering the forces causing the motion. Okay, so here kinematic means if we are going to study the fluid particles which is in motion, we will study only the pressure and the velocity and other things, but we are not considering the forces which is responsible for this motion. Okay, so this is about the kinematics of fluid flow. Okay, now we'll see the types of the fluid flow. Types of fluid flow. So first type as steady and unsteady flow. So the flow, if we consider any flow which has the properties of the flow are not changing with respect to time, then it is considered as a steady flow. So steady flow is defined as the type of flow in which characteristics, or we can say properties of the fluid flow, like velocity, pressure, density, etc., does not changing with respect to time. Okay, and if you consider about the unsteady flow, for unsteady flow the properties for unsteady flow of the fluid flow changing according to time. Okay, so for we can say, we will see, if we will consider there is a change in velocity with respect to time is equal to 0, okay, or change in pressure with respect to time is equal to 0, or change in density with respect to time is equal to 0. Okay, So what we are taking, we will consider here change in velocity with respect to time. If velocity is constant, if you consider time, just say at initial time is t is equal to 0 and the t is equal to some time t, just we will say it is 2 seconds, 3 seconds or 2 minutes or 1 hour, etc. If you consider any time and at the particular times whatever velocity we have measured is the same, then we consider it is a steady flow. That means due to the time variation there is no change in velocity or any property of the fluid flow, so that's why this is a steady flow. This is the concept of steady flow. And now about the unsteady flow, so same we can say change in velocity with respect to time, it is not equal to 0. Change in pressure with respect to time is not equal to 0. Change in density with respect to time is not equal to 0. Then this type of fluid flow are considered as unsteady flow. Okay. Now next we will see as next type is the uniform and non-uniform flow. Okay, so first we will see about the uniform flow. Okay, if you consider a uniform flow, it is defined as if fluid property, velocity is not changing with respect to space coordinate, it is a uniform flow. So uniform flow, if you consider a velocity of the fluid flow if not changing with respect to space coordinate, then this type of flow is considered as a uniform flow. So just to say, suppose we have a fluid flowing through the pipe. Okay, so this is our pipe and fluid flowing through the pipe, and suppose this is the S direction, and if you measure there is velocity, and if this velocity not changing with respect to space, so space means so in the direction, just we say space coordinates are x, y, z. So according to that, arbitrarily we have considered here as the S. Okay, we can say it is x also. Okay, so if this velocity is not changing with respect to space, then it is considered as a uniform flow. Versus the non-uniform flow, so if the velocity changing with respect to space coordinates, then it is considered as a non-uniform flow. Non-uniform flow. In this type of flow, velocity of flow changing with respect to the space coordinate. Okay, so that means change in velocity with respect to space is not equal to 0. So this is about non-uniform flow. Next type is important type as laminar and turbulent flow. Okay, so out of that, the first we will see the laminar flow. So in the laminar flow, the fluid particles During the flow, fluid particles moves with a particular path or layers of the fluids in motion does not mix with each other. Okay, each other. This type of flow is considered as a laminar flow. So just we say, if we about the laminar flow, in that what will happen, the fluid particles are moving with a particular path. These particles does not mix with each other, their path is not mixing with each other, so that means there is a smooth flow. This path is also considered as a streamline. It is also considered as a streamline. That means these fluid particles always move along its a particular streamline. So this is about the laminar flow. And now about the turbulent flow. So turbulent flow as during the flow of the fluid, during the fluid flow, fluid particles moves in zigzag motion, then this type of flow is considered as a turbulent flow. That means now here the fluid particles not flowing along with the streamline. The fluid particles or layers of the fluid particles mix with each other and fluid flow taking place. This type of flow is considered as a turbulent flow. There is a criteria for turbulent flow to find out the laminar flow and turbulent flow. If you consider about the turbulent flow, we have given a Reynolds number. Based on the Reynolds number, we will find out the fluid flow as a laminar or the turbulent. So for the pipe flow, the Reynolds number is considered as 2000 and 2000 value. If this value is less than 2000, Reynolds number value is less than 2000, then that flow is considered as laminar flow. If value will be increased the 2000 for the pipe flow, then that flow is considered as a turbulent flow. So Reynolds number is found out by using rho Vd by mu. So here rho is the density of the fluid, V is the velocity of the fluid flow, diameter of pipe, and mu is the viscosity, dynamic viscosity of the fluid flow. By using this formula, we will find out the Reynolds number. Based on that, we will consider the condition of the fluid flow as a laminar and the turbulent flow. Now, next type as compressible and incompressible flow. So first we'll see about the compressible flow. Okay, this is the type of flow. This is the type of flow during which density is going to change, density value is going to change. It is considered as a compressible fluid flow. Okay, so the fluid the fluid as based as air or the gaseous fluid flow is considered as a compressible fluid flow. So here density is not a constant. Okay, if density is always going to change, then that type of flow is considered as a compressible flow. Now next is incompressible fluid flow. So this type of flow in which density does not changing during the fluid flow. It is called as a compressible fluid flow. So density is always constant. So all the liquid flow or the oil flow are always considered as incompressible fluid flow. Just we say as a ideal fluid as water, if we know that the density of water does not changing during the fluid flow, so that's why this type of flow is always considered as incompressible fluid flow. Okay. Now next is the rotational and irrotational flow. So first we rotational flow. So in rotational flow, fluid particle during the fluid flow, if fluid particle rotate about its own axis and move forward, it's called the rotational flow. And irrotational flow, if irrotational flow during the fluid flow, if fluid particle does not rotate about its own axis, it is called the irrotational flow. Next type as 1, 2 and 3-dimensional flow. Okay, so see here one-dimensional fluid flow as one-dimensional. If you consider so for one-dimensional fluid flow, during the fluid flow, if the parameters of the fluid flow just we consider as a velocity, if this velocity is the characteristics of one-dimensional only, or this is flowing, it is a function of only one directional, then this type of flow is considered as a one-dimensional flow. So just we say if fluid velocity is the function of one dimension or one space coordinate, then this type of flow is considered as the one dimensional. So just we say it is u is a function of f of x, v is equal to 0 and w is equal to 0. Here u is velocity in x direction, v is velocity in y direction, and w is velocity in z direction. Okay. So in one dimensional fluid flow, so velocity is only function of the one space coordinates, so that's why the y directional velocity is 0 and z directional velocity is 0. So similarly, two dimensional fluid flow, so in that what will happen, u is a function of x comma y and v is also function of x comma y, but w is equal to 0. Okay. So velocity component, velocity is function of both coordinates x and y, and in x, if you consider velocity u in x direction is a function of the coordinates x and y, and v direction velocity is also a function of x and y, then this type of flow is considered as the two-dimensional fluid flow. So similarly, three-dimensional fluid flow, so here x directional velocity u is a function of x comma y comma z. The velocity in the y direction is also a function of x comma y comma z. Similarly, w is velocity in z direction is also function of x comma y comma z. Okay. So this is called the three-dimensional fluid flow. Okay. If you see here, we have taking a function. If you consider a velocity in x direction, we have considered function f1 of x and y, and velocity v in y direction is a function f2 in x and y. That means there is a different relations. For u has one of the relation with x and y, and v has relation with x and y, different relation. So similarly, we have seen here u is function f1 function x y z, v is f2 function x y z, and w is a function f3 x y z. So this is about the kinematics and types of the fluid flow. Okay. Thank you.